So, Open Bank Project. Yeah, well, first I'll talk a little bit about open data. So, open data is data that's machine readable. It's meant to be available to everyone at no cost, so you can do anything that you want with it. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell, I would say. So, Open Bank Project. A few years ago, actually way before these books were published, I was thinking about corruption and fraud. Actually, at around 2005, 2006, I just moved to Berlin, and somehow I was thinking, what about maybe a new type of bank would help target corruption and fraud, and that bank would have all the bank accounts would be open for everyone to see, which is kind of scary and crazy idea. Anyway, later on, I was reading these books, and so we've got Treasure Islands there, and we've got Why Nations Fail, and they both talk about very serious topics, and basically they talk about extractive economies where money goes out of the real economy into offshore tax havens, where corporations are not paying their tax, and so on and so forth. And so with the Open Bank Project, it really started. There's two main bits to it. There's a social bit and there's a techie bit. But it really started from just the idea of more transparency with banking transactions, more accountability, and that leads to more engagement. Because what these books, Why Nations Fail and so on, talk about, and also Transparency International, for instance, they talk about there's an inverse relationship between the amount of transparency in a society and the amount of corruption. So basically, corruption leads to distrust, which leads to less faith in the systems, and so on. And it's a vicious circle, and we think we can break that cycle by introducing greater transparency. So the Open Bank Project is actually a system which allows banks to install this system to build more transparent interfaces and so on. So last May, we opened our business bank account. So my company is based in Berlin, actually. It's called تصادف, and we do web and mobile apps for different companies. We opened up our bank account, which is, I can tell you, is a kind of scary thing because the bank balance goes like this. And just some simple things. So, for instance, this bike shop, Wheels of Steel, on Dunkerstrasse at the end of my street in Berlin. Now, it might not look much, but that bike shop actually gives a receipt, and therefore we can actually pay it by bank transfer, right? As opposed to another bike shop somewhere else in Berlin, which they don't take plastic, they don't allow money to be transferred electronically, and they're probably not deducting. They're probably not paying the right amount of tax, and so on and so forth. And tax is really important for a democracy because it pays for schools and so on. So this little bike shop here deserves to have a link to it because it's participating in the financial system. So this app here is just one of many apps that our Open Bank Project API, Application Programming Interface, allows. And I'll give you a couple of other examples. So we did one that is just a kind of fun thing, but it's the first singing bank. So it turns your transactions into piano music. And we did another one for the visually impaired. So it speaks your balance to you. And when we were in Brasilia last year, some hackers there, they did an app which shows money flowing around the world because some of our data is open data. And I've got 20 seconds left. So I just want to show, this is a technical diagram, and probably there are not so many geeks in the audience, but I just want to make the point that it's an open source system that banks can adopt to bring innovation to the bank and increase choice and quality for banking customers. And that's our website, openbankproject.com, Twitter, openbankproject. that's it. Done.